Hello, dear students. This is Dr. Utkarsha Thakre, and we are going to continue the same chapter, that is biomolecules. In today's lecture, we are going to see the details of a biomolecule, that is proteins. Now, students, as you know well, proteins are known as polypeptides. Poly means many, and peptides means the elements bonded with a peptide bond, that is the amino. It actually, protein is a chain of amino acids. Protein is a chain of amino acid where the amino acids are linked together by the formation of peptide bonds. So since there is formation of so many peptide bonds, it is called as polypeptide. Okay, basically it is made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. Amino acids मध्ये हे सगळे components असतात. And many times nitrogen and sulfur are also found attached in the structure of protein. Okay, it is a long polymer of amino acid that I have told you, and all the amino acids are linked together by the formation of a peptide bond. And how the peptide bond is formed? The peptide bond between two amino acids, when it is formed, the bond formation takes place between the carboxyl group of one amino acid and amino group of the adjacent amino acid. You can see over here. This is a carboxyl group of one amino acid, and this is the NH2 group of another amino acid. This water molecule is removed and a bond is produced. This bond is a peptide bond. This is a peptide bond. In this way, a dipeptide is produced, means a peptide made up of two amino acids. In this way, after linkage of every amino acid, one water molecule is removed and the next amino acid is attached by the formation of this bond, that is called as a peptide bond. And if number of amino acid get linked, it is a polypeptide. There may a single protein chain may have 100 to 3000 amino acid units. These proteins, they have high molecular weight and they form 15% of cell protoplasm. Okay, if you see the structure of amino acid, it shows presence of amino group at one end and carboxyl group at another end. The general formula is NH2RCHCOOH, where R is a methyl group. It R represent variable groups. It may be H, it may be CH2, it may be CH2OH. When it is the R group is H, the amino acid is glycine. When it is R group is CH2, it is alanine. If it is CH2OH, that is hydroxymethyl, it is serine. So depending on the variable R group, the amino acids are named differently. R is replaced by H, then it is glycine. When R is replaced by CH2, that is methyl, then it is alanine. When it is hydroxymethyl, that is CH2OH, then the same amino acid, the amino acid is referred as a serine. So R represent variable groups, and accordingly the amino acids are named. Okay, so this is about the structure of amino acid and number of such amino acid linked together with the removal of water molecule by the formation of a bond called as peptide bond. And since the protein chain is made up of many amino acids, it is called as polypeptide. Okay, now let us switch to how the polypeptide is produced. A protein molecule has one or more polypeptide chains. एका protein molecule मध्ये एक चेनचा बनलेला असू शकतो की many chains may come together and form a protein molecule. And the protein molecules, the monomers of protein molecules are amino acids. These amino acids are present in cytoplasm. It is said that 20 different amino acids are present in the cytoplasm. How many amino acids are present? 20 different amino acids are present in the cytoplasm. And Many times, all these amino acids are involved in the formation of a polypeptide chain or a protein chain. Sometimes few amino acids may be involved in the formation of polypeptide chain. In the previous slide, we have seen that there are about 100 to 3000 amino acid units may be involved in the formation of a polypeptide chain. This protein shows four levels of structural organization as primary protein structure of protein, secondary structure of protein, tertiary structure of protein, and quaternary structure of protein. These are the four levels of organization of protein. In the primary level of structural organization of protein, the amino acids are arranged in the linear fashion. एका लाईन मध्ये सगळे अमिनो ऍसिड्स असे अटॅच असतात. They are arranged in a linear fashion and there is formation of a peptide bond in between two successive amino acids. This is one amino acid 1, amino acid 2, and amino acid 3. And between two successive amino acids, this is a bond called as peptide bond. So by the peptide bond, two amino acids, they are linked together with the removal of H2O molecule. And in this way, linear fashion, the amino acids, they are attached. And this structure which is produced appear like a beaded string, असं वाटतं मणी ओवलेल्या दोऱ्यामध्ये. तर हे जे स्ट्रक्चर आहे, इट इज कॉल्ड as primary structure of protein. It is most unstable structure of protein. हे सगळ्यात अनस्टेबल प्रोटीन स्ट्रक्चर म्हणून कन्सिडर केलं जातं. 4 प्रकारांपैकी प्रायमरी, सेकंडरी, टर्शरी आणि क्वाटर्नरी. या 4 पैकी प्रायमरी स्ट्रक्चर of protein is considered as a most unstable structure of protein, and most stable structure is quaternary structure. Quaternary proteins are supposed to be structurally more stable, and primary proteins are supposed to be structurally most unstable proteins. Okay, this is enough for primary proteins. Now let us see for secondary proteins or secondary structure of proteins. The secondary proteins such as examples are keratinophore or the silk fibers are the examples of secondary proteins. They consist of a chain of amino acids which are arranged in a spiral helix. The amino acids, they are arranged in a spiral helix like this, you can see here. And this helical coiling may be left hand coiling or right hand coiling. When the helix are or the coiling is a right hand coiling, then it is called as alpha helix. And when the coiling or helix are left hand show left hand coiling, when the helix show left hand coiling, it is called as beta helix. Generally, beta helix is seen in case of silk fiber, which is also called as beta sheet, and alpha helix or right-handed helical coiling or alpha helix is seen in case of hair protein, that is a keratin, or myosin, which is a muscular protein, myosin. यांच्यामध्ये अल्फा हेलिक्स दिसून येतात, ज्याच्यामध्ये right-handed coiling असतं. The primary structure coils forming the right-hand loops or right-hand spirals. It is called as alpha helix, especially seen in case of keratin of hairs or myosin, which is a muscle fiber. And left-hand coiling is seen in case of silk fiber. It is also called as beta helix or beta sheet. So, and this spiral configuration, हा spiral कधीही collapse होत नाही. Why? Because of the formation of hydrogen bonds. So secondary structure is because of formation of hydrogen bonds. These hydrogen bonds present between the helical coilings held it together, held the helix together. So secondary structure in case of proteins is because of formation of hydrogen bonds. म्हणजे प्रायमरी स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये कुठला बॉन्ड असतो तर पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड असतो. Important. Only peptide bond formation is there and a linear structure is there. We call it as primary structure. In secondary structure, the primary structure coils either show left hand coiling or right hand coiling. When it show right hand coiling, it is called as alpha helix. When it show left hand coiling, it is called as beta helix or beta sheet, found in case of the silk fiber. And this helix they show hydrogen bond which makes it stable, makes the structure stable. How the hydrogen bonds are produced, that we see in the next slide. See the hydrogen bonds produced. This is a alpha helix spiral coiling, right hand spiral coiling, and these are the hydrogen bonds between the carboxyl group and NH2 group. NH2 आणि कार्बोक्सिल ग्रुप मध्ये अशा प्रकारे वीक हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स तयार होतात आणि these weak हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स हेल्ड्स दिस हेलिक्स. त्याच्यामुळे हे हेलिक्स कोलॅप्स होत नाही. ठीक आहे. सो द सिक्वेन्स ऑफ अमिनो ऍसिड इन अ पॉलिपेप्टाइड चेन, कुठला अमिनो ऍसिड कुठल्या नंबरला आहे हे साधारणपणे प्रायमरी स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये आपल्याला हेच कळतं की विच अमिनो, हाऊ मेनी नंबर ऑफ अमिनो ऍसिड्स आर देअर अँड व्हॉट इज द सिक्वेन्स ऑफ अमिनो ऍसिड, हे आपल्याला प्रायमरी स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये कळतं. तर हा सिक्वेन्स ऑफ अमिनो ऍसिड जो आहे एका पॉलिपेप्टाइड चेन मध्ये म्हणजे प्रोटीन चेन मध्ये, what it determines the location of its bend, fold or position of formation of hydrogen bond. हा कुठे बेंड होईल, कुठे फोल्ड होईल किंवा हायड्रोजन बॉन्डचं लोकेशन काय असेल हे कशावरनं चेंज होतं, इट इज डिटरमाइंड बाय द सिक्वेन्स ऑफ अमिनो ऍसिड. कुठला अमिनो ऍसिड आहे त्यावरनं कुठल्या पोझिशनला नेमकं एक पॉलिपेप्टाइड चेन बेंड होईल किंवा कॉईल होईल हे डिटरमाइन होतं आणि कुठल्या भागामध्ये नेमक्या वीक हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स तयार होतील. दॅट इज डिटरमाइंड बाय द सिक्वेन्स ऑफ अमिनो ऍसिड इन द प्रोटीन चेन. ओके. In alpha helix, there is formation of hydrogen bond between the amino acids of the same chain. इथे पण weak hydrogen bonds तयार झाले. These are the weak hydrogen bonds. आणि ह्या म्हणजे शीट प्रोटीन मध्ये पण weak hydrogen bonds तयार होतात आणि अल्फा हेलिक्स मध्ये पण आणि बीटा हेलिक्स मध्ये पण दोन्ही मध्ये weak hydrogen bonds तयार होतात. And structure held together. इथे spiral structure or right-handed spiral structure दिसतं. इथे left-handed spiral structure दिसतं. And it held because of the weak hydrogen bonds. But in case of alpha helix, the weak hydrogen bonds are produced between the amino acid of the same chain. एकाच चेनच्या अमिनो ऍसिड मध्ये अशा प्रकारे इंटरमॉलिक्युलर वीक हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स असतात. तर बीटा हेलिक्स मध्ये different chain. This is chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4. So in between the different chains, there is presence of intermolecular hydrogen bonds. So intermolecular hydrogen bonds are present between the two or more polypeptide chain in case of beta helix. दोन्ही मध्ये weak hydrogen bonds असतात. फक्त बीटा हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स, बीटा हेलिक्स मध्ये the hydrogen bonds are linked between two or more polypeptide chain, and here within the same chain. This is a difference between. So beta helix is also called as plated sheet, and example is silk fiber. And alpha helix example आपण आत्ताच बघितलं तो कुठला आहे, keratin in hair. Okay. So this is about the secondary structure of protein. Now we'll see the tertiary structure of protein. Now, tertiary structure of protein, you can see here the tertiary structure of protein. It appears like a intermingled wool ball. लोकरीचा गोळा पूर्णपणे विस्कटलेला कसा असं दिसू शकतो तशा प्रकारे टर्शरी स्ट्रक्चर प्रोटीनचं दिसून येतं. The large proteins such as myoglobin and enzymes are in case of enzyme, the peptide chains are much looped and folded upon themselves, and they form intermingled protein chains which are intermingled just like the ball of wool. Woolच्या बॉल प्रमाणे असं intermingled structure आपल्याला protein chains दिसतं. Why? Because of much more looping of the protein chains. Protein chains फार loop असतात. They are twist and they are folded upon themselves. ते स्वतःवरती fold असतात. You can see here they are folded upon it. They are looped. They are folded upon themselves. They are twisted, and because of that, they appear the tertiary chain, tertiary structure appear multi-loop. Multi-loop te dista. It just appear like a intermingled ball of wool. Such loops held together by the formation of several bonds. This tertiary structure of protein shows three-dimensional conformation, means three-dimensional structure due to the formation of several bonds, such as peptide bond. अमिनो ऍसिड मध्ये जो बॉन्ड असतो पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड त्यांच्यामध्ये असतो, आयनिक बॉन्ड्स असतात, नंतर मग हायड्रोफोबिक बॉन्ड्स असतात, डायसल्फाइड बॉन्ड्स असतात, हायड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स असतात. अशा प्रकारे वेगवेगळ्या बॉन्ड्सच्या माध्यमातून या ठिकाणी थ्री डायमेन्शनल स्ट्रक्चर या टर्शरी प्रोटीन्स मध्ये दिसून येतं. And next character is, it is highly looped, it is highly twisted, it is highly folded due to the formation of disulfide bond. ह्या फोल्ड्स मध्ये या ठिकाणी अशा पद्धतीने डायसल्फाइड बॉन्ड्स, हे फोल्ड्स कोलॅप्स होत नाही, त्यांच्यामध्ये असे डायसल्फाइड बॉन्डनी हे सगळे लूप्स त्या ठिकाणी स्टेबल राहतात. सो दिस इज अबाउट द टर्शरी प्रोटीन. ऍक्च्युअली टर्शरी प्रोटीन म्हणजे सेकंडरी प्रोटीन्सच जास्त लूप होतात. The secondary proteins, they loop enormously and form the tertiary structure. Okay, and the loops are held together because of the several bonds. They are ionic bonds, hydrophobic bonds, disulfide bond, hydrogen bonds, peptide bonds, etc. This is about the tertiary structure of protein structure. Then quaternary proteins, for example, hemoglobin, where protein subunits held together by to form the डिफरंट प्रोटीन युनिट्स, वेगवेगळे प्रकारचे प्रोटीन युनिट्स एकत्र येतात आणि दे हेल्ड टुगेदर टू फॉर्म द क्वाटर्नरी स्ट्रक्चर. एक किंवा त्यापेक्षा जास्त प्रोटीन स्ट्रक्चर आहे, 1 2 3 4, यू कॅन सी हिअर इन द डायग्राम. एकापेक्षा जास्त प्रोटीन चेन्स एकत्र येऊन त्या ठिकाणी एक प्रोटीन तयार करतात, तर आपण क्वाटर्नरी प्रोटीन स्ट्रक्चर. आता हिमोग्लोबिन मध्ये बघितलं तर प्रोटीन इज मेड अप ऑफ मोर दॅन वन प्रोटीन चेन्स. हे प्रोटीन्स एकापेक्षा जास्त प्रोटीन चेन्सचे बनलेले असतात. And each protein has its own primary, secondary, and tertiary structure. In case of hemoglobin, there is presence of 2 alpha chains, 1 alpha chain, second alpha chain, and 2 beta chain, first and second. Hemoglobin हे tertiary quaternary protein चे example आहे, आणि ज्याच्यामध्ये 2 अल्फा प्रोटीन चेन आहेत आणि 2 बीटा प्रोटीन चेन आहेत. तर अल्फा प्रोटीन चेन म्हणजे ज्या ठिकाणी राईट हँडेड कॉइलिंग असतं, आणि बीटा प्रोटीन चेन म्हणजे ज्या ठिकाणी लेफ्ट हँडेड कॉइलिंग असतं. अशा वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारच्या पॉलिपेप्टाइड चेन एकत्र येतात आणि एकापेक्षा जास्त, 2 किंवा त्यापेक्षा जास्त प्रोटीन चेन एकत्र येतात आणि क्वाटर्नरी स्ट्रक्चर त्या ठिकाणी तयार करतात. नाउ जनरली दिस क्वाटर्नरी प्रोटीन स्ट्रक्चर इज कन्सिडर्ड ॲज मोस्ट स्टेबल protein structure, and these proteins are highly reactive, highly specific in their behavior. फार बिहेवियरली ते फार स्पेसिफिक असतात, विशिष्ट ठिकाणीच ते त्यांची ऍक्टिव्हिटी दाखवतात. अँड दे आर हायली रिएक्टिव्ह अँड दे आर मोर मेड अप ऑफ मोर दॅन वन प्रोटीन चेन. जसं आपण इथे पाहतो, हिमोग्लोबिन हे क्वाटर्नरी प्रोटीन आहे, ज्यामध्ये 4 प्रोटीन चेन्स आपल्याला इथे दिसतात क्लिअर कट. 2 प्रोटीन चेन हे बीटा स्ट्रक्चर दाखवतात, दे आर बीटा चेन्स अँड 2 आर अल्फा चेन. आता अल्फा चेन आणि बीटा चेनचं मिनिंग तुम्हाला कळलेलं आहे. वन इज अल्फा चेन, राईट हँड शो राईट हँड कॉइलिंग, बीटा चेन शो लेफ्ट हँडेड कॉइलिंग. अँड देर इज प्रेझेन्स ऑफ हिम विच इज अ प्रोस्थॅटिक ग्रुप. एक ऍडिशनल ग्रुप त्या ठिकाणी त्या प्रोटीनला अटॅच असतो, ज्याला आपण म्हणतो हिम. आणि अशा पद्धतीने हिमोग्लोबिन हे क्वाटर्नरी प्रोटीन स्ट्रक्चर आपल्याला तयार झालेलं दिसतं. सो इन दिस वे प्रोटीन शो 4 डिफरंट लेवल्स ऑफ structural organization as primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structure, where primary structure is more unstable or most unstable, and quaternary structure is most stable. Okay, now let us switch to the next slide. Now here we'll see the general properties of protein. Protein is a heteropolymer. Heteropolymer means it is heteros means different. It is made up of many different types of amino acid. As we know well that there are 20 different types of amino acid present in the cytoplasm. मग जर ह्या 20 वेगवेगळ्या अमिनो ऍसिडचा जर प्रोटीन तयार झालेला आहे, म्हणजेच काय, तो एकाच प्रकारच्या अमिनो ऍसिडचा बनलेला नाही, म्हणून तो होमोपॉलिमर नाहीये. दॅट्स वाय इट इज अ हेटेरोपॉलिमर. Then it is amphoteric in nature, means it is neither acidic nor basic. It show sometimes it appear acidic, sometimes it appear basic, depending on the type of amino acid used in the formation of polypeptide chain. Acidic amino acid घेऊन जर प्रोटीन चेन तयार असेल तर त्याला आपण acidic प्रोटीन्स म्हणतो, आणि बेसिक अमिनो ऍसिड ते तयार झाले असेल तर आपण बेसिक प्रोटीन्स म्हणतो. Okay, the behavior of proteins is strongly influenced by pH. आता acidic आणि basic आहे pH चा influence असाल. जर 7 the pH is more than more than 7, then it is acidic pH. Less than 7, then it is basic pH. So naturally, since it is amphoteric, it is strongly influenced by pH. त्याचा pH चा influence फार मोठा या ठिकाणी असणारच आहे. Like amino acids, proteins are dipolar ions at isoelectric point. Isoelectric point ला म्हणजे ज्या ठिकाणी सम ऑफ निगेटिव्ह चार्ज इज इक्वल टू सम ऑफ पॉझिटिव्ह चार्जेस. जर निगेटिव्ह चार्जेस आणि पॉझिटिव्ह चार्जेसचा सम सेम असेल तर टोटल नेट चार्ज कसा असेल? 0 असतो. त्यांच्यामध्ये नेट चार्ज त्या ठिकाणी 0 असतो. नाउ आयोनिक ग्रुप्स ऑफ प्रोटीन्स आर कॉन्ट्रीब्युटेड बाय द साइड चेन्स ऑफ अमिनो ऍसिड. अमिनो ऍसिडच्या साइड चेन्स हा आयोनिक ग्रुप्स पण त्या ठिकाणी शेअर करतात. त्या आयॉन्सला चार्ज असतो, पॉझिटिव्ह किंवा निगेटिव्ह. Now, protein consists of basic amino acids such as lysine, arginine. They exist as cations and their pH is 7.4. Such proteins are called as basic proteins. Since they are made up of basic amino acids, they are the basic proteins. For example, histones of nucleoproteins, they are the basic proteins. Some proteins are rich in acidic amino acid. आता पुस्तकामध्ये तुमच्या acidic amino acids कुठलेही दिलेले नाहीये, but you should know the acidic amino acid. So some proteins, when they are made up of acidic amino acid like aspartic acid and glutamic acid, they are called as acidic proteins. They exist as anions and the pH is naturally less than 7, that is 5 to ranges between 5 to 6.5, and such proteins are called as acidic proteins. For example, blood proteins. प्लाझ्मा मध्ये जे प्रोटीन्स असतात, सिरम मध्ये जे प्रोटीन असतात ते ऍसिडिक प्रोटीन्स असतात. ओके, दीज आर द जनरल प्रॉपर्टीज. लेट अस स्विच टू द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ प्रोटीन्स. मला वाटतं एनसीईआरटीच्या बुक मध्ये हे क्लासिफिकेशन दिलेलं नाही, कारण तुमच्या जे पुस्तक दिले आपण फिंगर टिप्स त्याच्यामध्ये कुठेही क्लासिफिकेशन नाही. बट वी विल स्टडी इट ॲज अ पार्ट ऑफ युअर HSC बोर्ड अँड ॲज अ रेफरन्स यू should have that knowledge. So proteins are divided into 3 types as simple proteins, conjugated proteins, and derived proteins. Simple proteins are albumin. Egg albumin is the best example. Globulin, histones, nucleoproteins मध्ये histones असतात. They are the simple proteins. Then conjugated proteins, they are phosphoproteins, proteins plus phosphate group, glycoproteins, proteins plus carbohydrates, chromoproteins, proteins plus chromatophores, nucleoproteins, proteins plus nucleic acids, metalloproteins, etc. Means when to the protein some specific additional group is attached, it is called as conjugated protein. त्याला आपण conjugated protein असतो. तो additional group जो आहे त्याला prosthetic group असं सुद्धा म्हणतात. You might have recalled that you have studied in the class. तुम्ही क्लासला शिकलाय ते तुम्हाला कदाचित आठवत असेल आणि आठवायला पाहिजे होतं. आठवलं का सगळ्यांना? कॉन्जुगेटेड प्रोटीन्स म्हणजे काय? ओके. अँड थर्ड टाइप इज अ डिराइव्ड प्रोटीन. आता डिराइव्ड प्रोटीन हे काही नॅचरल प्रोटीन्स असत नाही, ते एक्सट्रॅक्ट केले जातात नॅचरल प्रोटीन्स पासून. दॅट विल सी इन डिटेल इन when we'll see the derived protein. Now let us see the simple proteins. The simple proteins are on a hydrolysis, they produce the amino acid, because amino acids are the monomers of proteins. They are monomers means they are made up of proteins are made up of amino acids, and therefore amino acids are called as monomers of proteins. So when the proteins are hydrolyzed, they give their monomers, that is the amino acids. The amino acids, these simple proteins are soluble in one or more solvent. Generally, it is said that they are insoluble in water, and few of them may be soluble in water. Generally असं म्हणतात की प्रोटीन्स हे वॉटर सोल्युबल असत नाही, पण हिस्टोन प्रोटीन्स, न्यूक्लिओप्रोटीन्स मध्ये जे हिस्टोन्स असतात, they are, it is said that they are water soluble. So some of the proteins they may be soluble in water. The globular proteins, which is a histone protein, is not conjugated by heat because it is soluble in water. It is not conjugated by heat. आपण अंड बघा, अंड्यामधलं जे व्हाईट पार्ट असतो त्याला एग अल्ब्युमिन असं म्हणतो. दिस इज अ व्हाईट पार्ट in the egg albumin. This white part of egg, if you put it on the hot tawa or hot plate, इट कोएगुलेट्स. आपण ऑमलेट करतो की नाही, तो व्हाईट पार्ट पण कोएगुलेट होतो आफ्टर हीटिंग, since it is not soluble in water. So albumin in the egg, it is not water soluble and it get coagulated on heating. But the globular protein, in case of histone, it is not coagulated when it is heated. Albumin is widely distributed. फक्त egg मध्येच मिळतं का albumin? तर albumin egg शिवाय serum मध्ये मिळतं. What is serum? ब्लड प्लाझ्मा मध्ये जे ब्लड प्रोटीन असतं, जे ब्लड कोएगुलेशन मध्ये कुठलाही त्याचा रोल असत नाही, which is not involved in the coagulation of blood, that is called as serum. So serum is also a type of, which it is present in the blood plasma. Serum is also a type of protein. Egg मध्ये व्हाईट पार्ट हा अल्ब्युमिनचा असतो. देन पल्सेस मध्ये लेग्युमेलिन नावाचं अल्ब्युमिन असतं. It is a sort of protein, albumin protein, simple protein. So these are the different types of simple proteins. Okay. Now we'll see the second type, that is conjugated protein. Now conjugated proteins are the proteins which consist of simple protein associated with some non-protein substances. These non-protein substances are called as prosthetic groups. For example, hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a conjugated protein where heme is a prosthetic group and globin is a simple protein. So globin is a protein and iron containing pigment, that is heme, is a prosthetic group which form a conjugated protein, that is hemoglobin. Mucoprotein मध्ये carbohydrate protein, that is mucin, is a prosthetic group and heparin is a protein, blood protein, and it forms the mucoproteins. लिपोप्रोटीन्स म्हणजे लिपिड्स आणि प्रोटीन्सचा कॉम्प्लेक्स आहे तो. त्या ठिकाणी लिपिड्स आणि प्रोटीन्स एकत्र येतात आणि लिपोप्रोटीन्स तयार करतात. These lipoproteins are found in brain. They are present. We know well that the plasma membrane is lipoproteinous. So lipoproteins are found in plasma membrane. They are found in the brain. They are found even in the milk. The lipoproteins are present. How conjugated proteins are produced? You can see here one protein and second protein, and this is a non-proteinaceous part, that's prosthetic group. This one and this one, they are linked together. They link here and form a conjugated protein. One more conjugated protein, example of one more conjugated protein we can see here, that is a nucleoprotein. Nucleoproteins, the proteins in the nucleus in the form of chromosomes. Now, nucleoproteins are the proteins which are connected with the nucleic acid. Proteins connected with the nucleic acid. And the proteins are histone proteins. Histones are the proteins, they form a compact core. Such a compact core is produced by histone. And to these histone proteins, the DNAs are wrapped. 3/4 ton of DNA is wrapped, 1.75 ton. And a thread of chromatin thread is produced of a chromosome. And this chromatin thread that coils, पहिल्यांदा असं beaded string like structure दिसतं आणि नंतर मग ते कॉईल होतं, फक्त न्यूक्लिओझोम्स दिसतात त्या ठिकाणी, आणि नंतर मग जास्त कॉइलिंग झालं की त्याचा क्रोमोझोम तयार होतो. तर हे क्रोमोझोम मध्ये डीएनए आणि हिस्टोन प्रोटीन दोन्ही पण असतात आणि त्यांना आपण न्यूक्लिओप्रोटीन्स असं म्हणतो. सो न्यूक्लिओप्रोटीन इज ऑल्सो कॉन्जुगेटेड प्रोटीन वेअर हिस्टोन्स and DNA, they are combined together. Nucleic acid in the form of DNA, they are conjugated together and they are combined together. Okay. Then next is a derived protein, the last type. These are the protein which are not naturally found in the cell as such. They are derived or they are obtained from the native proteins by hydrolysis. For example, peptones, for example, metaproteins are the derived proteins. Now, last one is biological importance of proteins. The proteins provide the body with nitrogen, sulfur, and some vitamins. Protein मुळे शरीराला नायट्रोजन मिळतो, सल्फर मिळतो आणि काही विटामिन्स पण मिळतात. It has a key role in the formation of enzyme and hormones. तुम्हाला माहित आहे enzymes, they carry key role in the metabolic processes. Hormones, they carry role in the growth and other metabolic activities. Okay. Then formation of supporting structures in the body. जसं बोन आहे, कार्टिलेज आहे, स्किन आहे, नेल्स आहे, हेअर्स आहे, केराटिन हेअर्स मध्ये असतं ना, किंवा मायोसिन मसल्स मध्ये असतं. तर हे प्रोटीन्स अशा प्रकारचे स्ट्रक्चरल ऑर्गन्स तयार करण्याकरता त्याचा एक कंपोनंट असल्यामुळे त्यांच्या सिंथेसिस मध्ये, त्यांच्या फॉर्मेशन मध्ये प्रोटीन्स महत्वाचा रोल करतो इन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ बोन्स, कार्टिलेजेस, स्किन, नेल्स, हेअर्स, मसल्स एटसेट्रा. दे एंटर इन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ बफर सिस्टीम इन द ब्लड. आता बफर सिस्टीम म्हणजे काय ब्लड मध्ये? जर ब्लड स्ट्रीम मध्ये काही ऍसिडिक कंपोनंट ऍड होत गेले, ब्लड जेव्हा फ्लो होतो तेव्हा आपल्या फूड मधनं काही ऍसिडिक कंपोनंट ऍड होतात, काही बेसिक कंपोनंट ऍड होतात. जर कंटिन्युअस ऍसिडिक कंपोनंट ऍड झाले तर ब्लड मे अपियर ऍसिडिक, पण त्याची ऍसिडिटी इन्क्रीज होऊ न देता त्याला ऍसिडिक नेचर मध्ये कन्वर्ट न होऊ देण्याचं काम प्रोटीन करतो. इट मेंटेन्स द basic nature of the blood. Therefore, it is referred as a buffer for the protein. So it forms the buffer system of the blood. The proteins bloodचं buffer system म्हणून काम करतात. They enter in the formation of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin formation मध्ये मदत करतात. हिम एक प्रकारचं पिगमेंट आहे, जे ऑक्सिजन कॅरिंग पिगमेंट ब्लड मधला ऑक्सिजन कॅरी करण्याकरता मदत करतं. आणि ग्लोबिन हे एक प्रकारचं प्रोटीन आहे, आणि ह्या प्रोटीनला जेव्हा हिम अटॅच होतो तर हिमोग्लोबिन तयार होतो, कॉन्जुगेटेड प्रोटीन. तर ब्लड मध्ये जे इम्पॉर्टंट कंपोनंट आहे ब्लडचा हिमोग्लोबिन, त्याच्या सिंथेसिस मध्ये अशा प्रकारे प्रोटीन्स महत्वाचा रोल प्ले करतात. दे इन्क्लूड इन प्लाझ्मा प्रोटीन. They include plasma protein which carry the hormones, mineral, lipids, etc. Proteins are the part of plasma proteins जे hormones, mineral आणि lipids carry करतात. They also enter the formation of antibodies. काही अँटीबॉडीज तयार करण्याकरता सुद्धा प्रोटीन्स महत्वाचा रोल करतात, जसं इम्युनोग्लोबिन. आता इम्युनिटी देणारं हे प्रोटीन आहे इम्युनोग्लोबिन. तो विशिष्ट प्रकारचे अँटीबॉडीज तयार करतात आणि बॉडीला इम्युनिटी देतात. तर अशा पद्धतीने काही अँटीबॉडीज तयार करण्याकरता सुद्धा प्रोटीन्स महत्वाचा रोल प्ले करतात. हिअर वी फिनिश विथ द प्रोटीन्स, and in our next lecture we will see the nucleic acids in detail. I think we should stop over here. Thank you very much.